Anna, also known as the Huntress. Anna and her mother lived in the northern woods of Russia, living a solitary life, and as soon as Anna was able to walk, her mother taught her how to survive in the harsh environment that requires skill and resilience. Every night, and every time a harsh storm comes in, they seek shelter in an old cabin that was constructed a long while ago. Every night, Anna would rest in her mother's arms while surrounded by wooden toys and masks she's crafted for her, falling asleep to the sounds of lullabies and stories, helping her dream of happy things. One day, Anna and her mother were stalking a great elk through the woods during the time they were running low on food. However, the elk spotted Anna, and without warning or fear, started charging at Anna, who was paralyzed with fear. Her mother stepped in its path to protect her, and although she got impaled by the elk's antlers, she used her strength to bring her axe on its head over and over. The antlers broke off, freeing Anna's mother, and the beast collapsed. Seeing as not only the elk was dying, but even her mother was dying, Anna tried moving her broken body, but she was too small to move her. Instead, they sat in the clearing where the fight happened, with both the elk's cries and Anna's mother singing her favorite lullaby getting quieter and colder, until all that was left was just silence in the woods. Eventually she got up and started the long walk home by herself. Over the years, Anna remembered her survival teachings from her mother and got stronger as she practiced her hunt, becoming a dangerous predator in the woods, her humanity slowly becoming a half-remembered dream. As she increased her hunting territory, she worked up the ladder, from hunting small mammals like squirrels and foxes to big dangerous predators like bears and wolves, even humans. Anyone that was unfortunate to wander in Anna's territory, she would hunt them down and slaughter like any other animal she came across. Not only did it become her favorite living mammal to hunt, but she even collected whatever tools and toys those humans came with. The only humans she could never hunt or kill were little girls. Instead, she would take them into her cabin and lock them in to make sure they don't wander off. At least they have toys and books to keep themselves entertained. Anna didn't want them to face the dangers of the outside world. Perhaps when she looks at the little girls, it reminds her of when she was a child, surviving the harsh, solitary life with her own mother. Perhaps she longed to have a child herself to continue their legacy. Unfortunately, the girls she kept in her cabin would either die either from the cold, starvation, or sickness, and it plunged Anna deeper into pain and madness. Eventually, this caused her to go to a nearby village, slaughter the family, and kidnap their daughters to try again. She would wear a mask her mother made to hide her face to calm the frightened children, but this caused a legend to be heard among the villagers. The Huntress, a half-beast lurking in the Red Forest, who killed men and ate little girls. Once World War I eventually reached Russia, the forest was caught in a crossfire. German soldiers were trekking through the forest to reach the villages of a now collapsing Russian Empire. This caused the village to be abandoned. No more travelers, no more children for Anna to take, only soldiers. Soldiers who were unfortunate to be caught and slaughtered by the Huntress. Axe wounds were on almost every one of their squad mates. Whole groups disappeared. And once the war was over, rumors of the Huntress disappeared with it, engulfed by the Red Forest. The entity was the only one that remembers and keeps the rumors of the Huntress alive. Now, a true hunter not only knows how to stalk their prey, but they would also know how to strike them down at a distance. That's exactly what Huntress does. Her ability is throwing her hatchets that she collects by the lockers survivors can hide in. While she is fast enough to chase them down, if you need to quickly get a survivor down, you'll have to practice her aiming skills. Something that I clearly don't have. But if you do have perfect aiming skills, she is definitely a killer you might have some fun with. The only thing is that she has that habit of humming her favorite lullaby, which I found out was an actual Russian lullaby called Bayushki, Bayu. Gotta thank my friend Levi for telling me about all this. While it does give her a creepy feeling to whoever listens to this haunting tune, it does make it easier to know if Huntress happens to be close to you. You don't have to see her to know when to stop repairing the generator to just hide. Not to mention, even if she does find you, just make sure you're running a zigzag, otherwise your run will be short-lived. Huntress perks allows her to grants the undetectable status effect as long as Bloodlust is active, and if you play online, you get a 30 to 50% bonus blood points for actions in the Hunter category. Grants tokens, which can be earned after hooking a survivor, reducing the time a skill check appears and a warning queue activates, with 5 tokens suppressing the warning queue entirely. This also causes regression progress on repairing generators and healing whatever a skill check has failed, and allows you to see the aura of a survivor that enters the basement if you're 24 meters away from it for 4 to 6 seconds. Which, knowing survivors nowadays, who would ever go down to the basement? Overall, I would put Huntress at B tier. She definitely is a good one to use for ranged kills. The only thing is that I just suck at aiming the hatchets with her, but that's besides the point. The only negative out of this is the fact her humming can make it easy to know whenever she is near where you are. Maybe if the humming radius was reduced on her terror radius, it could make it more difficult to know where the Huntress is lurking. She made her territory. It's best you stay off that path, or you'll end up like every other animal in those woods.